We've all experienced getting distracted during class, whether it be from the clock, a classmate, a phone, or simply the material. It is inevitable to get sidetracked here and there. Teachers are constantly asking themselves, why are my students disengaged? Supported by a wide range of research and continuous development of smartphones and gadgets, many teachers seem to argue that technology has clearly impacted the way students pay attention. Most individuals have phone access to platforms like Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and more, which have redefined how individuals interact and communicate. However, the dilemma remains to be whether to incorporate technology into lesson plans or exclude them completely. This new technological era has demonstrated a shift in attention spans and engagement levels seen in K-12 students. At the same time, our world races to find a balance between technology and education. Join us as we explore the latest technologies and different methods being implemented in classrooms around the world that target the issue of student disengagement. What technologies or methods are being used to increase student engagement? Let's start in a place that is renowned for its educational technology, China. China is home to many technological innovations, such as forming a cashless economy. Here, people conduct transactions using only their faces with vast networks of recognition surveillance cameras helping with civilian security. And when it comes to their classrooms, the Chinese seem to not be afraid of exploring technologies that others may consider extreme. Can you imagine wearing a high-tech headband in class to measure your engagement throughout the day? According to the Wall Street Journal, the Chinese government has recently invested around $4 billion in a program designed to do just that. The hope is to increase productivity and lengthen attention spans while simultaneously feeding sophisticated algorithms. These gadgets have 3 electrodes, 2 behind each ear and 1 on the forehead, with capabilities of detecting the electrical impulses that brain neurons send out. More than 20,000 headbands were produced for students in classrooms all around China, allowing teachers to receive real-time info about the neurological data based on the student concentration levels while they go through the school day. Although these technologies in China may seem to assist student engagement, some classrooms are taking a different approach known as the blended learning method. Blended learning incorporates a mix of hands-on activities and technology throughout the school day. Blended learning can be experienced in different forms, whether it be the rotational model, where students shift between working with the teacher, on the computer, and with collaborative groups. The laboratory method is when the classroom is formatted similar to a computer lab and each student has their own device, but the open classroom model is designed to enhance student learning. Essentially, blended learning methods predetermine when students work with technology and when they don't, depending on the educational targets of each class. At the other end of the spectrum, there are classes with a fundamental belief of taking technology away altogether. At San Lorenzo High School in California, a device called Yonder has been given to students. Yonder is a bag that students put their phones into, and when the bags pass through a magnet, it shuts and can only be opened when it passes through the magnet again. The phones stay in the bags until the end of the school day, and as a result, teachers have stated that there has been an increase in student interaction and focus. In the Waldorf schools of the peninsula, students do not have any technology in the classroom. The school's curriculum is centered around physical activity and hands-on tasks. Additionally, the school advises parents to limit the use of technology at home. Interestingly enough, many students in the California school are the children of tech company employees. Moving toward nature-based classrooms, England is home to the Forest School Association, where classes take place outdoors. They claim to provide a child-centered inspirational learning process that offers opportunities for holistic growth through regular sessions. This method of teaching removes technology from learning and encourages students to explore the wilderness and learn through these outdoor methods. This unique method of teaching and learning has made its way into the US, specifically in Portland, Oregon, in a school called Trackers Earth Forest School. All classes take place outside and their curriculum includes basic subjects like math, science, and history. However, these subjects are taught in a simplified, holistic way that allows class to be taught in an outdoor setting. is there a way to structure a classroom to maximize student attention? When it comes to the use of high-tech headbands in China, Dr. Theodore Zanto, a neurologist from the University of California, San Francisco, reminds us that there are very few studies that have attempted to measure the efficiency of this technology in a classroom setting.
Surprised to learn that this tech, called electroencephalography, also known as EEG, is being used in the classroom on children. It's usually used by doctors in hospitals and labs.
EEG is very susceptible to artifacts. And so if you are itchy or just a little fidgety, or the EEG wasn't set up properly so that the electrodes didn't have a good contact, affects the signal.
Thrown into the global spotlight by the EE Times, China's use of the futuristic wearable device on children triggered a backlash. Many Chinese also started asking on social media if school children's privacy is protected and how the data is being used. Less than a week after the headband news surfaced, the Education Bureau of Jinhua City, Zhejiang Province abruptly announced that it had ordered its schools to unbuckle their headbands. Although there are a wide range of approaches adapting new learning methods and technologies, it can be argued that there is no single way to incorporate them in a classroom. Rather, it seems to be a trial and error process which encompasses a collaboration between the students and teachers to understand what may work best for each class. In India, a survey system called Pearson Voice of Teacher Survey is being used by teachers to express their opinions and share their practices. These surveys contain important insights that can potentially support the government of India's overall objectives for promoting high-quality learning and enhancing student outcomes and engagement in India. The survey has determined a ranking for the most effective methods and approaches for increasing student engagement. Scoring the highest were real-life examples and stories, then group discussions and activities, and in last place, the use of technological platforms. While educators and researchers may continue to examine the boundaries of such methodologies, it is evident that there is no single method of education that can be applied to all schools. It is also widely accepted that technology, in some form or another, will increasingly collide with our schools. Historically, classrooms have been considered laboratories for future generations. Now, new tools existing in the edtech world could have the potential to raise students' grades and their performances. With that being said, one could see that it is not within the authority of any single person to change the realm of living, especially when it comes to education. Can we create a clear-cut, unified system that can cater to the ever-changing developments of our world and our human needs? Will we fail to integrate our students together as a global population, or will some form of ed tech revolutionize how we all learn? As we have seen potential methods of changing the structure of classrooms to target distracted students, it is critical to find the answer to how we effectively measure engagement. Should this be measured by the amount of time a student is focused, or is it measuring the quality or structure of the lesson plans? The need to answer this question is vital, as this measurement serves as the foundation of our educational world.